I never used to believe the stories people tell online. The ones that start with, "This really happened to me," always felt exaggerated, like they were written to scare more than to tell the truth. But after what I experienced, I understand why some things don't sound real unless you were there yourself. This happened last year, and I still haven't told many people about it, mostly because I don't think they'd believe me. I barely believe it myself. I was living alone at the time in a small apartment complex on the edge of town. It wasn't a bad area, just quiet. Too quiet, honestly. The kind of place where nothing ever seems to happen, and that's exactly why I liked it. I worked late hours, usually getting home around midnight or later, so a calm place felt safer. The building had 4 floors and an underground parking garage. Only one elevator. The rest was stairs. The elevator was old but reliable, slow, loud, and scratched up from years of tenants moving in and out. Everyone joked about it, but no one complained enough to get it replaced. For the first few months, nothing was strange. Then I started noticing small things. The elevator doors would sometimes already be open when I entered the lobby, even though no one else was around. I'd assume someone had just gone up before me, but the indicator wouldn't show any movement. It would just be sitting there, doors open, waiting. A couple of times when I pressed my floor, the button wouldn't light up right away. It would take a second or two, like it was thinking about it. I told myself it was old wiring, nothing more. The first time something genuinely scared me was late one night after work. I was exhausted, barely paying attention, scrolling through my phone as I stepped into the elevator. The doors closed behind me, and before I even touched the panel, the elevator started moving. I looked up, confused. I hadn't pressed anything. The indicator lit up. It skipped my floor. It skipped all of them. The number climbed higher than 4, 5, 6, 7. My stomach dropped. I stabbed the button for my floor. Nothing happened. I pressed the emergency stop. Nothing. The elevator kept climbing smoothly, like this was completely normal. Then it stopped. The indicator went blank. The doors didn't open. I stood there, heart pounding, listening to my own breathing echo in the small metal box. I tried the buttons again. Still dead. Just as I was about to reach for the emergency phone, the elevator jolted slightly and started moving again. This time, it went down. The indicator flickered back on. 4, 3, 2. It stopped at my floor. The doors opened, like nothing had happened. I stood there for a long moment, afraid to move, half expecting something to be wrong outside. But the hallway looked normal. Same dim lights, same carpet, same silence. I walked out and went straight to my apartment, locked the door, and didn't sleep much that night. The next morning, I reported it to building management. They said no one else had complained. Maintenance checked the elevator and told me everything looked fine. No record of it going past the 4th floor. I tried to forget about it. I almost succeeded. A few weeks later, I ran into one of my neighbors, an older woman who lived 2 doors down from me. We'd chatted before, nothing serious. That night she looked tired, pale. She asked me very casually if she'd ever had problems with the elevator. I froze. I asked her what she meant. She hesitated, then laughed nervously and said it was probably nothing, that sometimes it felt like it took her to the wrong floor. I asked her which one. She shook her head and said she didn't want to talk about it. Then she wished me a good night and hurried away. After that, I started paying more attention. I noticed that sometimes, late at night, the elevator would move on its own. I'd hear it traveling up and down when no one was in the lobby. The camera feed from the garage showed it arriving and leaving empty. One night, curiosity got the better of me. I waited in the lobby around 2 a.m. I turned off my music and just listened. The elevator was on the first floor with me. The doors were closed. Without warning, the call button lit up by itself. The doors opened. The elevator was empty. I didn't get in. I don't know why, but every instinct in my body told me not to. After a few seconds, the doors closed again. The elevator went up. I watched the indicator. It went past 4 and didn't come back down. The next day, one of the apartments on the 3rd floor was empty. The tenant, a guy I'd seen around for years, was just gone. Management said he moved out suddenly. No notice, left everything behind. That night, I dreamed about the elevator. I dreamed I was inside it, standing alone as it climbed higher and higher. The walls stretched, the ceiling felt farther away, and I could hear something breathing behind me. When I turned around, the elevator was full of people, all standing perfectly still, all staring at me. When I woke up, my phone was on the floor. The elevator app notification was open. I don't have an elevator app. The next incident was impossible to ignore. I was coming home earlier than usual, around 10 p.m. A man I didn't recognize was waiting in the lobby. He looked nervous, pacing back and forth. When he saw me, he asked if I lived there. I said yes. He asked how many floors the building had. I told him 4. He stared at me for a long time, then whispered, "That's not what the elevator says." Before I could ask what he meant, the elevator arrived. The doors opened. He stepped inside without another word. I watched from the lobby as the doors closed. The indicator lit up. 5, 6, 7. I never saw him again. That night, I checked the online tenant portal. There was no record of a new tenant, no guest sign-in, no security footage of him entering the building. It was like he'd never existed. I started avoiding the elevator. I took the stairs no matter how tired I was. But that didn't stop it from following me. I'd hear it moving when I was alone in the stairwell. I'd hear the bell ding behind walls where no elevator shaft should be. Then came the notes. The first one was slid under my apartment door. It was written in shaky handwriting. "It has more floors at night." I thought it was a prank. The second note came 2 days later. "Do not get off when it opens." The third note arrived the night the old woman down the hall disappeared. I found her door open. Her apartment was empty, still warm. Her TV was on. The note on my door that night said, "It learned your floor." That was when I decided to leave. I packed what I could and planned to stay with a friend until my lease was up. My last night, I carried my bags down the stairs. I didn't even look at the elevator. I was almost at the lobby when I heard it. Ding! The sound came from behind me. The stairwell door slowly creaked open. The elevator was there. Inside, I saw people. Every neighbor I recognized. The old woman, the man from the 3rd floor, faces pale, eyes open, smiling just a little too wide. And standing at the back, pressed against the wall, was me. The version of me inside the elevator raised its hand and waved. The doors began to close. I ran. I don't remember how I got out of the building. I don't remember getting in my car. I only remember driving until the sun came up. I never went back. Last week, out of curiosity, I searched the address online. The building doesn't exist anymore. The lot is empty. But sometimes, late at night, my phone lights up with a notification. No app name, just a number. 5, 6, 7.